Life's been a little strange the past few days. I think I'm turning into a fairy. I mean, I don't think I'm turning gay. I mean, you know, like the guys that work in the art department. If I was turning into that kind of a fairy, I could probably cope. At least I'd be better dressed. No, I'm turning into a big old fat fairy tale type fairy, and it's freaking me out. I mean, I'm talking wings and pointed ears and a magic wand, for Christ's sake. What's this about? I feel this irresistible urge to frolic in the garden and dance in the morning dew. I wonder if this is like a gender identity thing, you know, like a cross-dresser or something, you know, like Bob across the street. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's a beer-drinking, football-kicking, auto-repairing kind of transvestite. He looks really damn hot in 6-inch heels while doing it, too. So a few days ago, I'm getting ready to watch the game on the tube. Got a 6-pack of beer in the cooler next to the couch. I'm in my favorite pair of fruits. Suddenly it hits me. Like an explosion in my head. I'm a fairy. I need desperately to grant wishes and be absolutely fabulous, darling. Oh my God, did you hear me? I said absolutely fabulous, darling. I don't talk like that. What's happening to me? Before I know it, I'm running out of the house and I'm jumping in my Ford 4x4. And there's something I need, and if I don't find it, I'm going to explode. I'm running red lights, and I'm slamming through intersections, and I come screeching into this huge parking lot with this giant costume shop, and I bail out of the car like I'm on fire, and I trip through the door, and there behind the counter is this sales lady, and she's reaching for the phone to dial 911 because I think I was drooling, and I run up to her and I say, "You gotta help me! I'm turning into a fairy!" And she looks at me and she says, "Oh, is that all? I know exactly what you need." She says it so casual, like this happens every day. Who knows? Maybe it does. So she says, "This way, sir," and I follow her to the back of the store, and I'm passing by all these fabulous costumes and these girly dresses and accessories, and I feel like I like this stuff, but I'm repulsed, and I want to puke, and I want to throw up, and I want to pass out all at the same time, or go into some kind of like convulsion, like a grand mal sissy rupture. So finally, after like what seemed like forever, we get to the very back of the store, and there, hanging on the black wall, was the thing I needed. Row after row, rack after rack of glorious wings. Fairy crack. I snatch a pair of wings off the wall and I put them on my back and I feel this peace settle over me. I feel okay. I feel good. I feel absolutely wonderful. And that's when I knew that I was screwed. I needed these wings. I was naked without them. I was, in fact, a fairy. Somebody please help me. Last night I caught myself, I was communing with the wild woodland creatures. Those foxes looked rabid. Somebody's got to help me. I'm going crazy. Somebody's got to stop me before I do something really insane, like try to fly. fairy crack.